Environmental issues part 1. In this video we shall look about air pollution and learn more details about the air pollution. Air pollution. So air pollution can be defined as substances put into the air by the activity of mankind into concentration sufficient to cause harmful effects to health, property, crop yield or to interfere with the enjoyment of property. Now let us look more about this. Now air pollution thus refers to any physical, chemical or biological change in the air. It is the contamination of air by harmful gases, dust and smoke which affects the plants, animals and humans drastically. There is a certain percentage of gases present in the atmosphere. An increase or decrease in the decomposition of these gases is harmful to survival. This imbalance in the gaseous composition has resulted in an increase in the Earth's temperature, which is known as global warming. The types of air pollutants. There are two main types of air pollutants, primary pollutant and secondary pollutant. Primary pollutants are that directly cause air pollution. Example, sulfur dioxide emitted from factories is a primary pollutant. Secondary pollutants, the pollutants formed by the intermingling and reaction of the primary pollutants are known as secondary pollutants. Example, smog. It is formed by the intermingling of smoke and fog and it is a secondary pollutant. The causes of air pollution. Burning of fossil fuels. We know that the combustion of fossil fuels emits a large amount of sulfur dioxide. Carbon monoxide released by incomplete combustion of fossil fuels also results in air pollution. Automobile exhaust. The gases emitted from vehicles such as jeeps, trucks, cars, buses, etc. pollute the environment. These are the major sources of greenhouse gases and also result in diseases among individuals. Agricultural activities. Ammonia is one of the most hazardous gases emitted during the agricultural activities. Insecticides, pesticides, and fertilizers can emit harmful chemicals in the atmosphere and contaminate it. Factories and industries. Factories and industries are the main source of carbon monoxide, organic compounds, hydrocarbons, and chemicals. These are released into the air and these degrade the air quality. Mining activities. In the mining process, minerals below the earth are extracted using large pieces of equipment. The dust and the chemicals released during the process not only pollute the air but also deteriorate the health of the workers and people living in the nearby areas. Domestic sources. The household cleaning products and paints contain toxic chemicals that are released in the air. The smell from the newly painted wall is the smell of the chemicals present in the paint. It not only pollutes the air but also affects the breathing. What are the effects of air pollution? The hazardous effects could be definitely it causes diseases. Air pollution has resulted in several respiratory disorders and heart diseases among humans. The cases of lung cancer have increased in the last few decades. Children living near polluted areas are more prone to pneumonia and asthma. Many people die every year due to the direct or indirect effects of air pollution. Global warming. Due to the emission of greenhouse gases, there is an imbalance in the gaseous composition of the air, and this has led to an increase in the temperature of the earth. This increase in the earth's temperature is known as global warming. This has resulted in the melting of the glacier caps and has increase in the sea levels. Many areas are getting submerged under water. Acid rain. The burning of fossil fuels release harmful gases such as nitrogen oxides and sulfur oxides in the air. The water droplets combine with these pollutants become acidic and fall as acid rain, which damages human, animal, and plant life. Ozone layer depletion. The release of chlorofluorocarbons, halogens, and hydrochlorofluorocarbons in the atmosphere is the major cause of depletion of the ozone layer. The depleting ozone layer does not prevent the harmful ultraviolet rays coming from the sun and cause skin diseases and eye problems. Especially, it can lead to cataracts amongst the individuals. Now, what is the impact on the animals? The air pollutants suspended on the water bodies affect the aquatic life. Pollution also compels the animals to leave their habitat and shift to a new place. This renders them stray and has also led to the extinction of a large number of animal species. how are we going to really control the air pollution? So now let us look at the electrostatic precipitator. Smokestacks of thermal power plants, smelters and other industries release particulate and gaseous air pollutants together with harmless gases such as nitrogen, oxygen, etc. And these pollutants must be separated, filtered out before releasing the gas into the atmosphere. Now, the electrostatic precipitator can remove 99% particulate matter present in the exhaust from a thermal power plant. It has electrode wires that are maintained at several thousand volts and produce a corona that release electrons. These electrons will attach to the dust particles, giving them a net negative charge. Collecting plates are grounded and attract the charged dust particles. The velocity of the air between the plates must be low enough to allow the dust to fall. A scrubber can remove gases like sulfur dioxide. In a scrubber, the exhaust is passed through a spray of water or calcium oxide. As per Central Pollution Control Board, size of 2.5 microns or less in diameter are responsible for causing greatest harm as these particles get lodged into the lungs, causing respiratory problems that may become fatal, resulting in premature deaths. Hence, to control, one has to see that automobiles are maintained properly. Use lead-free petrol so that it can reduce the pollutant emission. Catalytic converters with platinum, palladium, and rhodium as catalysts are to be fitted to reduce the emission of poisonous gases. As the exhaust passes through catalytic converters, unburnt hydrocarbons are converted to carbon dioxide, water vapor, nitrogen dioxide gases. Motor vehicles should use unleaded petrol because lead would deactivate the catalyst and entire purpose would be defeated.